Okay, good.
Alright, I will go to the starting grid real quick before you guys head off here today.
There's a lot
It
of
is
people, actually.
Infinity on pole position. Twin Turbo V6.
Apparently, Aqua is in a wrong spot.
They have a disagreement about the fact where they are standing, and I know that's gonna be there will be a form lap. The pit rules: first gear red line. If you want to change tires, the UI will pop up. Do not drive away before the tires change. We are very strictly looking at the guys pitting. If you take advantage of that, you will be severely penalized. You will get a drive-through penalty. First gear red line. I don't know what you're planning to do at R8, but first gear red line.
Bro's intending to go full speed, but Bro's not planning on slowing down here.
Capro, you're P12, yeah. Scenic Fan, you are in P10. I am live streaming as well, Robo Mesa. Alright.
Oh shit, my fucking.
It will be 32 laps here today. We start a little bit later than we planned, so let's get this going as soon as possible. For a lap. The formation lap will be starting. There's a good amount of rubber banding going on. There's spray, but it's not raining, and I think it will be clear when it starts raining. Speed car now driving. The leaderboard says here to see. Crashing means your race is over, so keep in mind to keep it on track. We have a safety car driver that will be correctly for today. My apologies. If you have an issue with Sector 2, we'll have that very quick, although the only one that had the issue with Sector 2 was Infinity. If you have crashed on the formation lap, then you are an idiot. I hope we can get this race just going fine, because we have had some issues here. And we will be curious to see. Do not cross the finish line when you line up, though. Do not cross the finish line. Just go into your grid spot. Alright, awesome. Now I have all the drivers again. Mr. Stewart lining up for the...
What the fuck? Wait, shuffle.
Yeah.
You know EMP?
Hmm?
You're in Porsche, right? You're my teammate.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be.
What the fuck?
Although I'm very inactive.
Why is this random ass guy my teammate?
I am, indeed.
But no, wait.
PMA, I don't know, like Lazy League.
Because I can actually see the fucking starting lights. I can't. I use master.
Yeah, all corner kits will be reset.
Alright, 32 laps. Good luck to them. I don't know if you're watching this.
Alright. Is everyone ready? Nick is not ready. What's wrong with Capro?
I don't know. So, it'd be very useful if we have master.
I'm not gonna be the R8 clip. Can you move one place back, please? Oh, Sky. Oh my God. That's. No, you have to move up one as well, I think. Oh no,
This
never
guy
mind.
has to be. No.
Yep. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Just line up. All right. Can we get this going? Is everyone ready right now? Because I want to get this race going. All right. 18th April of 2025. I'd like to audience go around the here tonight. And we are up and running. And we are up and running here today in the Melbourne. It's a great getaway for two of Turbo Diesels already side by side. Infinity stays up slightly. The Drifty Casey gets away while he's already up to P3. And it's a GMG car as well. Everyone keeps it going fairly fine with 2, 1 and 2 as there's being chatted as well. And I will reset all that to 1. Comparably. The corner cut limit is 25. 5 corner cuts gives you 5 seconds. 10 corner cuts give you 10 seconds. 15, 15, 20, 20, and 25 is implication. We have a good amount of drivers already approaching 5 second time penalty. This is where you can go, by the way. I don't know where you are, but you can go. My bad. You know what, Seal, just wait till everyone passes and then you will get the green flag. That's my bad. Let's start. We'll fix your left as well, don't worry. That's our fault. You can lap that. In the meantime, we have a very high grid going on there. The first drivers on the leaderboard. The leaderboard is now struggling a little bit, but that will fix itself and everyone is crossing the finish line. Twin Turbo V6 currently sitting in that second place spot, I believe, or has he been overtaken? No, he's not. He's right behind Infinity. In that second place spot. Got this qualified from last race. He was pretty good and he was sitting in first place. But he then got disqualified for exceeding the corner cut limit. As we already have the first driver with 5 corner cuts. Ingerman has a 5-second time penalty. If you have crash, so we can see what happened and maybe if it's needed, call out the safety car. 15 drivers on the track. Then Aqua car is jumping to 5th place. This is T-Ray first. I don't believe that is exactly the case. Leaderboard will sort itself out if you just keep going, nothing going on here. As we have a crashed car already in Palace Lovers out of the 1-3 it seems. If you just come park it in a safe spot, then we don't need to call out a safety car or anything. The car will despawn on itself. If you just can park it on the safe space. He gets overtaken by his teammate as well. It's a crash car. Yellow is set for 1. Black. Onboard is not updating the laps, that's very lovely, so we'll keep an eye on that. One of the laps we hit the 32 laps, very lovely. Great from R8 Club, I wonder what happened with him. Spectators this one, huh?
Shuffle DJ is asking for the allowed
We have a rule, 3 laps in the race, so if he joins late, he can still join in right now.
Yes, I think that.
Yep. If he can get in game though. In the meantime, we're 3 laps in, and Onboard doesn't really want to update, that's fine, we can handle with that. A lot of issues going on this weekend. Hoping to get the Infinity lost it.
The exit or fun.
He's still keeping it going though. My meaning of this, in the meantime, Infinity is he still in the lead though? He still is in the lead. How far behind is Twin Turbo V6? 5 seconds between him and Infinity. Infinity very fast on this track, very fast in the weekend as well. Tire disappeared and it looks like the Lemon has crashed one of his tires.
Oh man.
It might have been that you touched the wall and that there's lag from the tire got removed later on.
You still driving?
That's not too great of a race for a Lemon in the meantime.
Is he driving?
Your tires. Alright.
Driving there, sending with 3 wheels. Oh.
Strict in case he's shouting no. He's out of the Grand Prix as well. He's into the wall. What has happened with him? He has lost the tire. The guy who was doing so well out last weekend. It looks like he's out of the Grand Prix this time around. Well, the last we can look at the leaderboard, so that's fine. In the meantime, Twin Turbo P6, 8 seconds behind Infinity. Can Twin Turbo mount any challenge here in this race towards Infinity? Of course, there will be some stuff going on as well. Capture the 6 according to Infinity off again. Meantime, Lemons really having the courage, still going on with 3 tires. Will have no, it is about the same. That's fine. Robo makes the meantime 32nd down. Capro 35nd lap. Alcapar loses some time.
He's the only one that's trying to do it. Everybody else is off there's all there are already
Yeah, Mr. Stewart being lapped. Sports team, of course, he had some issues with his car as well. Of course, there's a lot of issues going on this weekend. He's not really helpful. Again, I do apologize for those issues because they were not present at the time of Wednesday. When everything seemed to be smooth. Since the issues came around, I started being a little bit behind because I did not fix everything at once. So my apologies. I would like to compensate everyone if they're really agitated by this. But in the meantime, we have. The first drips of rain are coming down. The first drips of rain in this Grand Prix are coming down. Alcapar touching some grass. Yeah, Infinity was really struggling in the wet conditions. Can he improve himself?
is he like lagging when he
For who? Infinity.
spins,
If Infinity. Oh no, let me.
he spins and he can't get the car going. That's the thing that comes in football. He's gonna have a and he spins again! Once again! Infinity the race leader spins twice!
Captain has earned this penalty as well.
Twin Turbo is in the middle of the Grand Prix. Is he gonna hit though? No, he's still is out. There is Infinity, let's see. Infinity is into the pits. He's into the pits. Let's see, what is he gonna do?
In the meantime, Twin Turbo V6 has decided to stay out. He is losing a little bit of time, in my opinion. Is maybe doesn't have a serving it. He does not yet have a penalty. He's very clean for the time being. He goes on those fully wet tires. In contrast to some other drivers, he's putting on full wets. Capro has inters. I believe Alcapar was out on the inters as well. Gap kicks in the meantime. Help Gap kicks out because he can't set his own tires due to the fact his screen is too small. I don't have the tires when you go again. In the meantime, Twin Turbo V6 still in the lead. Low Robo Mesa, has he coming yet? He has indeed. He's on those inter tires as well.
Twin Turbo actually struggling on those sides.
Aleph is into the pit lane as well, serving his penalty. Alright, go ahead. Aleph Football, you have been looked at.
And Twin Turbo is into the pits. Let's see.
Twin Turbo V6.
He's putting on full backs. Let's see. He's coming out of the pits. Into the roster.
I think Infinity will come ahead. Not by a little bit either. Infinity is back to the lead, however. Is the track wet enough for those inter tires? It looks like wet inters will still be working. Infinity with his third penalty. 5 seconds for him as we look at the left. Infinity with a 129 and Robo Mesa running on those inters with a 137. I think that is out of the pit. are those wets gonna last long enough to give you an advantage? Because Wes Harrison now currently sitting at P4 Gatwick's have been left as well.
Twin Turbo has one lap younger tires than Infinity. They actually have lost into the late session of the race.
Alright, time to put ahead now for the first time in this race. We still have a car and hard tires. This is like real life Melbourne stuff. That kicks trying to struggle about on those hard tires. He's not very quick though. He spin around a couple of times, so he's a lap down. It's a surprise he's still. In the meantime, P5 and P6 for the NS Mode, of course, a hard race result for them, and the Robo Mesa making an appearance on the podium for the first time this season. Can he keep building on that? And can he keep it going? Infinity at a 124 on those wet tires. Are his wet tires wearing out very fast or not?
Robo Mesa is catching up to Infinity. What's that?
Oh, and Infinity's up and over! Infinity is out of the race! And that's a massive crash! Holy shit, yeah, I'm gonna call a red flag for that, no offense. Red flag, return to the pit lane, but Infinity is out of the Grand Prix. Holy shit, up and over. Literally, he's on his...
Can I get a safety car to pick him up?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Where is the safety car? Let's get it.
Oh, he jumped out of the car, it's fine. But return to the pit lane.
Where's the safety car? Or can you like speed?
In the final, yeah. All to the pit lane.
What the? The race leader is out of the race.
Changing tires is of course allowed, but a lap crash. Lap cars will be getting their laps back as well. But that was a very massive crash. I was just able to see that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him flip around as well. Very interesting to see that. Capco reporting that it happened right in front of him. Your standings, I will review them in a little bit. During the red flag, we will be looking at the lap prior to the red flag. If everyone has hit the pit lane, then I will be reviewing and looking at our restarting order for today. I do believe Twin Turbo V6 will take the lead. And I'm pretty sure Robo Mesa will be taking second place. Aqua Car needing to head into the pit lane. I believe almost Gappy X still not in.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate end of the race for Infinity. He was doing so good. As well, he was spinning out sometimes. He was quick, but not the most... Not the most consistent. I'd say Twin Turbo was more consistent, but not that quick as Infinity.
As a Capro, I don't know what he's doing, but he's on the hard tires. Yeah. So I'm gonna sort out the order so we can restart in a little bit. If you are down for it, you could maybe interview some drivers for me while we are at it. If anyone in stage is down for it, you can decide who you want to interview. I don't really care. Take it away.
How many laps are there? Because the laps are a little bit bugged for me.
Okay, at the moment we are in lap 11.
Yeah.
of 42. So we're in lap 11 of 42.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know why the lap counter is not doing what it's supposed to, but I'm a review.
It's not that blue.
But that's a very massive crash by Infinity. All right. The following order will be the case.
Infinity. DJ is asking if he can merge by any chance.
Merging is now too late. For merging, it's a little bit too late. We do have the rule that you can merge after 4 laps, but 4 laps is a little bit late. Sorry. Being fair for the people who crashed as well, you know. I will reset all the laps so you don't have to do that yourself. It's a little bit easier. All right. I will. Are you guys ready to go to the grid again? That's my question. All right. You guys can go to the grid, and then I will sort you guys out there. But for the meantime, the order the twin turbo V6 in P1. Robo Mesa lining up in second place. Wacky Harrison in P3. P5 will be Aquacar 344, and P4 will be Aquacar my bad. And P5 I Love Football. Steniac Fan will be lining up P6, and P7 will be Lemon. P8 Cap Pro 960 and Spartacha lines up in P9. P10 will be Gapix and P11, Mrs. Duray, and the rest is already out of the Grand Prix, so there's no formation lap now. There is, yeah, well, I mean, he could do a lap to grid. I'm fine with that, but all right, that's a very hefty crash. Pretty nice to have the leaderboard being off-centered, but I mean, it's not the biggest issue for Pro.
What is happening? Okay, twin turbos. I don't know what Infinity is gonna say after the race that this happened to him. It's just unfortunate, but driver error, of course, it happens. Hello.
Oh, look what finally started working again. The leaderboard with the laps. Damn. Let me look if the lineup is correct. It looks to be fairly correct. I think
Oh no, I wasted all my ERS.
move up one spot.
Oh, just gotta stay
Let me look
second.
at that. M Crawl. No, he's fine. Who are we missing? Who's not on grid yet, then? Who's not on grid yet? Oh, Steel.
Awesome.
Oh my god, Steel, why do we have to fucking disconnect during traffic? I mean, during a red flag is not really a DNF. During a red flag, if you have to rejoin or anything, that's fine. Given you use the same setup. And he has left again. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for that now. Alright, not everyone is ready yet.
I also gotta use the bathroom, but I'm going to just lock in.
All right, I have to wait for some people who are still waiting to do stuff, so I can't really start the race yet. I'm waiting for people to be ready for it. Not bad for a second driver. He's ready. Gappy is ready. Skykai is ready. Yeah, but the thing about if I do that, then we still have like a still standing car on track, and it will result in another caution, which is not really helpful, is it? Wacky is he here already?
Okay, can we start?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay.
We can.
That's
All right. For a second time here in Melbourne, we are trying to get the race going. 5 lights, and we are off very quickly. It's a great getaway for Robo Mesa. The advanced Motorsports flying away. One is served by Lemon, already challenging for the lead around the outside. He Twin Turbo takes to that though. And we have a good amount of rubber banding going on. Twin Turbo has dropped back to second place, battling around with Robo Mesa. Aqua already great getaway as well. I love food on the mix as well. Ooh, and he almost goes around. Just a great snap of Oster for Turbo 36. And it goes around as well for very wide. Yeah, it was not far. And he has got. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as we know, the track might be running up later in the race again. No, I think it will be quite a tough one. 75%.
I suggest that.
Yeah.
Winter board is
That's not a big problem. We're on board with Senior Fan, who was in battling around with Call. The biggest part of the issues have seemed to remove themselves a little bit. I'm very happy with that. In the meantime, Senior Fan has been overtaken by by Call. So we move on to Octa car and then out with GG car, a Press Motorsports car and another GG car, Octa car. What's for like cross ejection? Turbo G6 is really pushing his car very hard. Infinity is out of the Grand Prix and that's left on it. He's doing very good there. But he's doing much and Aquacar wants to finish on the podium. Lemon is the first of the GMG cars. Robo Mesa not far behind in the second GMG cars. It's GMG versus Anos Motorsports. The supplier versus the customer. In the meantime, I think Turbo G6 finishes off another lap. As it shows up FUX being the leader. That's not really the case. The leaderboard being a little bit goofy at the moment. gap kicks goes into the wall.
Yeah,
That's how he keeps his tires on.
That's the second time. Maybe it was the first time. While between turbo onto the main straight, further crossing the finish line, leading the race
There might be something wrong with the gap kicks as well.
with already. 1 second, that's just good gap.
In the meantime, Alcon car and Hamilton both trying everything.
I think I might have to go actually shuffle.
That's I will take it here. Capro and cars. I suggest they pit, and if it's not raining really heavily. Going on and everything going wrong. As well, Robo Mesa would now indeed take over the championship lead above Perez. And that's both doing very good business as well. This is the finish line, so we can. Yeah, 5 seconds. Kept 5 remaining. It'll sort itself out. Oh, Robo by a popcorn car. It's tripping very hard as well. What's happening with the car? They are not fitting it very good at the moment. With the track grip. Not very great for him. The guy, Gapiex, who has to go while he's still within point swing positions. However, he's DNFing, so that's not going very slow as well. He's doing playing if it keeps on going like this. Let's see how it goes. No grip. I believe that there will be too much track on our own track. Anymore, and if you can't even go on a straight without crashing, it's done at distance for like a good amount of pieces of foam.
It's tough, but
The red flag is out. Please return to the lane. Yeah, just going to the pit lane. I'm fine with everything. The race should short itself like when you can, but I would not do anything until like the weather changes. Until the weather changes, there will not be any different type of weather. No, you cannot change the. No, you cannot serve a penalty during red flag. My apology. It's yeah, I know it's worth a shot. But it's not possible. Weather to go dry again. Let's interview some drivers if they're down for it. Who wants to be interviewed? Just raise your hand and I will give her a shot at interviewing you. No, I'm gonna try and get the race leader to be interviewed. Twin Turbo V6. Well, Twin, you're on an absolute charge today. Not a issue-free race. Of course, there's a lot going on. At the moment, we have a red flag for the track simply being too wet. It's becoming quite undrivable, and it looked like at the last few laps you were struggling quite hard as well. Tell us, how is the race happening within your point of view?
Honestly, this is a really fun race so far. Definitely interesting. I love these mixed condition races where it's just all about strategy than really anything else. Yeah, it's just I like it. Infinity's crash definitely was a little heartbreaking because I wanted to have a little bit of like battle for the win type of thing going on. Because me and him were pretty much neck and neck when we pitted for wets, pretty much setting the same times until he crashed, which was like a few laps after that. So didn't really have much to go for. So far, I'm just trying to manage corner cuts because I know I'm a little bit high. I'm almost halfway there to getting a massive penalty. So that's just my main goal right now. Overall, the track grip isn't like terrible. It's still drivable. I haven't spun in this yet. I've like lost a little bit, but I saved that, so I haven't actually spun yet in this condition. So yeah, but definitely seems to be tricky for everyone else. So I guess the red flag is a fair decision. But definitely helps me because I just get new tires. So yeah.
Nice. If we have to believe the pit board, the track is improving in terms of grip again. It says 50% track grip, although if I look at the rain, it's not really stopping. So
Yeah,
we'll see how that
50%
all.
seems okay. Because before, like 10 minutes ago, it felt like it was on 30%. So
It
definitely,
reached 27% at one point.
yeah, that's pretty much what it felt like.
Yeah.
But yeah. So far, though, I definitely like it. Definitely like how the race is going. Even regardless if I'm first or second, I wouldn't mind being second, to be honest, to someone like Infinity, who I know is very quick. Although I did beat him in IMRP last weekend, so I think I did. Yeah, I believe I did. So
Always have to throw a little bit of shade.
yeah, unless
No,
those,
but
I
he did not.
don't know, whatever.
He really crashed. You know, he threw his heart out to crash there, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I was like right behind him too. I was like probably a second behind him when he crashed.
Yeah, a second or two, or like a second and a half.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
I was just spectating him, and then he came into vision, and then he was around.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I should have pit the lap he did too during the wets. If he didn't spin, I definitely would have been out ahead because I believe he spun out just before the pit cycle started, and I was leading for a brief moment. So I think I should have pitted at that point. But honestly, the track wasn't bad enough for me to pit, but I guess it was. I just didn't feel like there was any less grip than before. But yeah, but the wet tires definitely have way too much grip, I'm going to be honest, because they're faster than soft tires, which doesn't really make any sense to me. But
How much time has passed?
yeah, because I set that my fastest lap on wet tires, so I don't know. It's a little weird to me,
Alright.
but yeah.
It's definitely something
Anyways.
we gotta look out for, as the
Yeah.
track grip is showing at 71%. Again, I will look at the order.
It's more than enough.
Like, at this point, the rain should stop, to be honest. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on with the rain itself. But
I think we should start with 71. That's more than enough. We should have started like with 50, to be honest. I think we should start
it's
like right
going up.
now.
No, it's going up very quickly. So I think the rain should have stopped, but it didn't stop.
I think we should restart now.
Yeah, I will definitely restart.
Yeah. All right. Leaves.
Oh, there we go. The rain has stopped. Look at that. Well, you could start picking your tires right now, I believe. As I will look at the order. I don't know why the current weather says heavy rain to medium rain, but 78% is more than enough for dry tires. Let me grab the order as you drivers can pick your tires and go to the grid. I will look at the order before the red flag came out. Great, so the leaderboard wasn't really showing, I do not have the biggest clue what happened. If you guys could help me out, it would be very nice. The track grip is at 84%. You guys ought to be on the right tires here. Let me try and sort this out. I believe Robo Mesa was second. Alcacur, I thought he was fourth. Lemon was fifth, I think. After that, I really gotta be honest, I do not have a clue. I hope you guys know it yourself. And he kept saying he was P9, that's wonderful. Yep, there he goes. Very interesting stuff. Alright. Are you guys ready? Alright, let me set. Alright.
Where my fucking ERS went on again. Oh, fuck.
Alright, the
shit.
lights
Fuck.
going. Harrison in last place, Robo Mason leading, with a red blue here, and it's up and that's where in the meantime, it's switched over with the first car of our football. He goes by himself. Lemon now in front of his teammate Robo Mason. Robo Mason a little bit behind as well. Team Turbo V6 starting the wave as we expect from him. Senior Fran a little bit further away. Let's see what Aquacar is spelling out with his teammate now in the fourth place spot. Trying to make him towards Robo Mason. And trying to get on the podium for the first time since the Indianapolis season 0.5. Can he make through on that experience as migrates to second sector? As Yanis Motorsports has really come alive this race. It's a Chinese race for Aramco. Ooh, on the football goes very wide into the graphic and keeps it going. Always slips the wall, but now up behind him, going side by side with Rebel Mason. Can he overtake him for the second place, fourth place spot? No, not yet. Both are medium cars. The ball is still roaring up as we now get towards Rebel Mason and the American himself. Let's go across the finish line once again, taking that first place spot. Rebel Mason will be taking first, but now Rebel Mason second place. Laps and they will all be fine once again, but Robo Mason is still in the front for Aquacar. What will be happening here in the remaining laps? This battle, there's not a lot going on. Aquacar got the small cap. However, it's Sky Kai putting Alan Football under pressure. Call is a bit further behind though in this battle. It's Sky Kai versus Aquacar for the time being. Because of course I've missed some names here. We are in lap 21, I believe, off 22. Found some free spots, I suppose. go on board with Lemon, not really any closer to 26 still leading. And let's see how the battle between Aquacar and Robo Mason is played out. Aquacar seems to be in front of Robo Mason, heading into the podium. Very happy with himself. Will that be a commentator's course today, as he had a podium position as well in Arkaman Capo overtakes and Carl. He's stuck on a curve. Has received the black flag for the context. He's at 27 points. Takes over to 6 over Happy. Call at 17, also approaching the have the black flag. You have 26. You did quite alright, but it's it looks like it for you. As an aqua call compared to Lemon, there's a bigger gap again in the meantime. Absolute domination by him. Moving the car it's still something gap between them.
small vertical downward issue going on, and something he can do anything about. We're back to 7 cars in this race. Let's see if that's some elite lap order. I think that may change very quickly. So Twitter decisions is coming in this final few sectors. But Alex Kiko has put it into the wall as well, as he said, oops, and he's not in any car anymore. Still in the podium places, but not to take away that Aqua's drive for the main race, so that he still got it. And for the time being, the gap is well within 10 seconds, if not 3 seconds deficit only. So, unless either runner, you don't see the 24 minutes, which I would thought will happen. Stage kept up with keeping serious. Oh whoa. Capro, not to parade on the race for you, but that's going to play. There's only about 4 laps remaining for the 6 and an absolute dominant charge. Aqua on the podium, but he's also really not on the podium with the corner pits, not too convincingly. What do you think that might change for the next relap? No, like in terms of positions.
Someone could watch Abby pretty bad race for me, pretty stupid. Gamble at the first restart, overall another disappointing race.
Yeah, I've decided that due to the fact this race is so interesting that everyone who has crashed or had the issue with technical, every points bank position, if you have crashed or not, will still receive the points for this race. It has been a bit going on this round. It's not fine if you are driving very good all race and then some issues get you out of the points. So everyone, pressure enough, that finish inside the podium.
got second, and Global Mesa ended on third.
Man! Okay.
Anyways, so as we see, our goat was, I'd say his driver today. He's been driving a pretty strong race. And, you know what, I'm rooting for him now. I want him to win.
Wants to win that Twin shoot crash, so I think Twin will be starting his final lap very quickly. So 41 of 32. Oh, that was his final lap of the race. So for the time being, I don't know what's happening with Lemon. Lemon is very far behind, so as it stands, it will be Aquacon on P3 and Robomesa on P2 due to the time penalty. Although if Robomesa managed to get it would be not 8 the other must have left time as well, but if it's 5 seconds between them, then it will be a different case if Robomesa can get more free corner pits, although it's 3 seconds, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's it.
Anytime, everyone outside the top 4 has been lapped. So Turbo V6 in the meantime in his final lap, we have him on our second screen right
I
here.
think
He's
very
now
much
approaching the
guys.
chicane. You know what? We have 2 Canadians, one is now in the commentator's booth, and the other one is dominating the track, you know, a Canadian driver. My favorite rival last season now. Not beat him that often, only on 2 occasions did I beat him on track, and once was because of a corner pit. As we now will see Twin Turbo V6 at the first time of his asking, and the first time with his new team. He has done it all today. They brought upgrades, and he's brought himself Twin Turbo V6 to cross the line to make himself a Grand Prix winner, and he will do it on free
Look
wheels.
to the tire.
Yep,
He just
Turbo
gets
V6
one.
here in Melbourne. The checkered flag finally comes out, and who will take the podium spots home?
Come on, Octo, where's Robo? I think he's dropped or has he? I don't know.
I can't see Cap. Where's Robo? Robo is very far behind. Will it be 10 seconds? Will it be 10 seconds? Aquacar crosses line. Aqua will probably take home that first spot.
It's 5 seconds, or just under 5 seconds.
Yeah, so Robo will take home the P3.
I demand that Aqua keeps second. I demand, or else I'm going on strike.
Yeah, good luck on your strike, his time penalties.
I'm not taking any disrespect to the GOAT Aqua.
But Aqua will take home the P3.
Also, Shuffle, one question.
Yeah.
Is the team principal at NS open?
No.
Ah, okay.
It's literally
Just
another
ask.
Canadian dude, though. Alright, you can all head to the pit lane, but that's fine. Just line it up in the top 3 order, and we will play the national anthem for Twin, the Canadian national anthem, of course.
We should have already heard it back at Indianapolis at season 2. But Dutchman cheated. No, I'm just joking.
And since the steering is American, so we also have the American anthem as well. But at the first time of V6 takes the win, new team on the grid, new drivers, and they show what they are worth.
Holy shit, I
But
can run fast.
Aquacar is back on the podium, and I don't care what people are gonna say. I believe that's a bigger deal than Twin winning the race.
It always will be.
All right. Okay, Twin.
Well,
Can you
good shot to everyone. And by the way, guys, I might
Alright, and
retire.
the lag issues will be fixed, Cap Pro, don't worry.
No,
Twin, if
it's
you can
not
stand
even
still.
issues with the game, it's just my own computer. Like, it's not even... It's
Twin, if you
not
could stand
even,
still,
like...
I will...
Yeah, it's not even the
Okay.
game, though, it's just my own computer.
Ik ben
So,
veel
like...
zachter praten. Oké.
Anyways, so, yeah. Can we just do the podium? I want to hear the national anthem of Canada.
Yeah,
Get
I
used to
will
it, guys.
go to Twin. I have Twin can stand, so I will have him in screen while the anthems roll.
Also,
Uh,
shuffle. Shuffle, since it's my
Yeah.
birthday on Sunday, can I stand on the podium too with Aqua? Please?
You should ask him. It's not my podium.
Aqua, can I stand on the podium with you since we're like birthday buddies in my... Alright, thank you. So yeah, Aqua said I could be on the podium with him. And I feel honored.
The most stupid podium ever, but it works. Yeah, exactly. Alright, the national anthem of Canada. You can only hear it on stream, by the way. My apologies. And then we have the American anthem. For Asteria Motorsports.
You're gay, and that's the facts.
Donald supported the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
Wrong.
proved over
You know, I
and over
can't
again.
deal with this. I'm going to nuke America. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Alright. Let's go to our winner of today, Twin Turbo V6. Well, Twin Turbo V6, that was a very good race for you. Winning it at your first attempt.
Yeah. You know, I kind of was expecting that after Infinity's crash.
Jesus Christ.
To be honest, especially my second stint was also like, I really couldn't do much better than that. I wasn't pushing all the way, but I was pushing enough to have a balance to where I didn't get a single CC, and I could still manage like 1 minute 27 pace. And clearly that was more than enough to take like an almost 36-second victory gap. So yeah, just good race. Hopefully I can keep this up. Well, I don't think it will be that easy if Infinity's in the race, but yeah, still should be nice. Yeah, championship charge is on now.
Yeah, that most definitely for you as well. The first of many Canadian anthems, I kindly fear. But a great start of a new season, only the second round of the season, so plenty to go. It was not a issue-free race, but you came out on top anyway. You never really were bothered by anything. Great race and a great strategy, and good luck for the next round in Indianapolis.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go to our second place finisher, Mr. Robo Mesa. Well, not necessarily the way you would have imagined, but second place anyway. Tell us, why did you not crash? Okay.
No. Well, I did actually spin out like 2 or 3 times, but they were all really small spins. I had an oh fuck moment on the final turn, so it was starting to dry up, and I was like, maybe I could take this flat out. That I definitely couldn't at that time. I started to figure it out a little bit towards the end of the race, but at that point it was kind of just, what it was. What I do gotta say about the race, though, is slow and steady may not win you the race, but sure as hell is gonna get you second place. So, I'll take that.
Yeah, of course, it was a very interesting mixed conditions race as well. The race will just stay dry for the time being. And I don't know why God Save the Queen is playing. 1 second. For Aqua. Nah. And yeah, exactly. Of course, 2 races into the season. I don't know if you took over championship lead or not. To check that, there might be 1 point difference between you and Infinity right now. In terms of competition, I do believe Twin Turbo V6 will take that crown as well. Infinity with a massive crash. Have you seen the crash?
I saw the aftermath and his car up on his lid. So
Yeah.
that was pretty big.
And of course, next race will be a home Grand Prix. Do you think that will be in your advantage?
Well, I've driven Indianapolis in Forza. That's the good Forza, Motorsport 4. But so it's been a bit of a while. That was also not the right track layout, so it's gonna be a little bit of a new surface for me, a little bit of something new. But I mean, if there's one race I'm gonna try to sweat, it's definitely gonna be Indy. So, I guess if that's the case, then yeah, I'm gonna go pretty hard if I can. Hopefully, hopefully get a home win. If not, home podium would be pretty nice too. So, whichever
All right.
happens.
Well, thank you for your time. Good luck for the next race, and slow and steady wins the race. I think the next guy will agree with you. Aquacar, I know you're not done on voice chat, but
You lucky motherfucker.
Alice, how did it go, and how happy are you with your first podium season 0.5? I am very happy to get a podium, but big shame on the CC on the lot. I gave it my all. Of course, next crop. It was difficult for sure. Of course, you said before the red flag you had the feeling you could win the race. You kind of underestimated Twin Turbo V6 a little bit. Do you think you have what it takes to win for next round? No. I need an insane race for that to happen. Well, you never know. Infinity flipped today, so no, it's not. That's not for the moment. Is it? Is it? Maybe if the rain system is a bit more reliable, maybe. I mean, it's kind of April. It is tornado season at the moment. So yeah, technically it's the weather's time of year. I know. I don't know really. I know, but it's still tornado season in the alley. They don't get them often. I mean sometimes, but it's still the height of the tornado season within Tornado Alley. Dixie's Alley is a bit later in the year. Why am I telling Americans what about their country? That's stupid. Uh, yeah. Well, great result, Aqua. Have a great race next year, next season round, and the best of luck. All right, I'm gonna round it off because I'm gonna get issues otherwise.
Yep, I guess that wraps that part of the stream up. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. We got the Broad Squads coming up tonight again. What you guys saw yesterday, if anyone was watching yesterday, that was a taste of what's to come. We expect to run a hopefully larger field on our regularly scheduled 7 p.m. race again later today. That'll be in about 5 hours. 5 hours from now, give or take. Tomorrow we'll be doing All American Stock Cars again at Sebring. It's going to be the first road course race they've done in a hot minute. Last time was Laguna Seca back in November. So, bit of a while for those. Unfortunately, no GTI. It seems like everyone else is leaving, so I'm just going to wrap my stuff up here. So no GTI or anything like that yet. We might introduce those at Hoosier. in about 4 weeks. Uh, Sunday is going to be the micros and the super indies. So, we got some racing at Sebring that'll be going on later today and then throughout the weekend. Hopefully, you guys can tune in for some of that. Not, it is what it is, but for what it is, thank you guys for watching this. If anyone has, greatly appreciate. Got a second place podium, not bad at all, and yeah, that should be good. That should be good for the next race. So thanks for watching. Next one's Indy, by the way, in this series, couple weeks.